What's up, my friend?
What's up, baby girl?
How you doing?
Good. You? How are you?
I'm good.
What's up with Poochie?
Here, you can take the Poochie. I gotta
Need
get
help with anything?
Yeah, here.
All right. Got you.
Thank you much.
All right, let's go in. Let's go in and talk shit.
Talk shit.
Yeah, let's go talk shit.
Who's that hottie on the sticker on the back?
Oh, that is a hottie on the stick. Are you talking about Adam?
Yeah.
Adam, you're talking about? Or Tumblur. Is that Adam or Tumblur?
They're both pretty fine.
You ready?
Tumblr is ready. I'm ready.
Can we have one of those things that just go like... Can I do it?
You want to do action?
Yeah. I do. And in 3, 2, 1, scene 1, Tumblr gets the girl at the dinner table.
Action.
Action.
All right, y'all. I'm here with my friend Tumblr.
Hello.
He is an upcoming musician and a good friend of mine. We just met in Oklahoma at the Stubborn American Rally, and we have quite the incredible story.
We do.
I would like you to tell a story of how we met there because...
How we met.
Yeah.
Well, it was just fall's evening at the K River Campground. We were going to do the Stubborn American Rally.
Yep.
And I had rode my motorcycle up there to visit with a friend of ours, Adam Sandoval, who invited me up there to perform a little bit on his stage for him and get my music out. I got up there and got everything moved in. People there were just amazing, awesome. The office people, awesome. They were trying to get me anything that I needed up there to just make sure I was at home. It was kind of funny because I was joking around with the lady at the front desk and I'm like, yeah, if you can get me like a blonde like this tall, that'd be great. She goes, I can't get that for you. And then like 20 minutes later, you like came out of the dark and started setting up this pop-up tent. And I was like, ha! Put it out into the world and it comes true.
Yes, he helped me do my whole entire setup for my bikini bike wash event. But why were you there? What brought you to the Stubborn American Rally?
Well, everything, right? Like everything happens for a reason. My story goes back a little bit. About 2 years prior, I did a road trip around the country with one of my boys, Lee. We stopped at the K River Campground to go for this like biker party that they had there. And I didn't know Adam at the time. I didn't know what the campground was all about. I just knew that there was a party there and we were going to ride around the country and that's where we were going to start. And so we had such a good time there that I was like, I don't know who this Adam dude is, but I'm grabbing a sticker for the front and back of my bike and I plastered it on my bike, and it was cool, not knowing that, there are no coincidences and everything you do happens for a reason, right? So we went around the country, we did our whole thing, we did our motorcycle ride, and we went coast to coast and 10,000 miles in 33 days, and we did kind of like a dive bar tour. It was awesome. So many good stories and so many fun times. I'll tell you, on that trip, it was kind of a thing for me. Like, I was married for 17 years. I have 4 children that are all grown, and we were going through Texas after we left that campground, and I started seeing like all the oil rigs and stuff going in the fields, and I started thinking about like generational wealth and like all that stuff. Like, damn, they probably have a really cool velvet painting of like their great grandfather up on the mantle and stuff. And so I thought about that. What's the legacy? What's the leave behind? And what am I going to leave behind? I started thinking about generations and stuff like that. And like I couldn't think of 3 above me. And I didn't want to be lost 3 below me. As I pondered that as we went around the country, it just so happened when I got back, I started riding motorcycles with some of these guys and not knowing who they were. Sang some karaoke one night and they were like, come make an album.
Where was that?
It was up in Jacksonville. So it's pretty cool. I just popped off a party. I was just being myself, and they saw that I was just enjoying myself and having fun, and they're like, you need to come make an album. So that's how I got into the whole adventure of music. We started making some songs, and it just so happened I went up to Sturgis this past year. I was in this dive bar called the 5-Star Dive Bar. And then as I walk in there, one of my friends, Lee, noticed that Adam was sitting over in the corner playing pool. And I'm like, who?
You didn't know who he was?
I didn't know who he was. Yeah. I still didn't know who he was. But he's like, the dude that's been his campground, you got his stickers on your bike. I'm like, oh, that dude. I was like, we should go say hi to him, you know?
Yeah.
And he was, it's funny, you know, you go to this place in South Dakota where there's like population of 54. You go into a dive bar that looks like a trailer and there's 4 people in there and, you know, here comes us 4 and we walked up to him, talked to him, you know, and I told him, I was like, yeah, dude, I've been rocking your stickers on the front and back of my bike for 2 years now. One of them's actually in a music video. He's like, what? So he wanted to hear the music. We went outside and we kind of just broed up at that point.
How did you end up at the K River from meeting him in Sturgis?
So he had given me a free seat because my seat was trashed from like 30,000 miles of riding.
Oh, wow.
And it was terrible. So he kind of hooked me up with a seat. And we just kind of hit it off. We talked for a couple hours there, and afterwards I was on my way home breaking in that new seat, which don't ever ride 2,000 miles and then go 2,000 more miles while you're up there and then decide to put a new seat on and then break that shit in 2,000 miles home because my ass hurt. I'm not gonna lie, I was not liking that seat at all. But I will say, now that it's broken in, it's one of the most comfy seats I ever had.
Well, how else are you supposed to break it?
Oh God, it was terrible. It was terrible, you know. But anyways, so yeah, on the way home, he had hit me up and he said, "Hey man, I think I'd like to work with you a little bit, and I really like what you're doing, and I want to try to help support you any way I can." And I just thought that was awesome. It was just one of those things, like another door opening up for me. Like I wasn't even supposed to be up there, and then I ended up there. It was amazing. But anyway, so we started talking this and that, and he's like, "Hey, why don't you come up to Bikes, Blues, and Barbecues? I have a friend's place up there, the Cat House Lounge." He's like, "You know, why don't you come up there and..."
So you were at Bikes, Blues, Barbecue this year too?
Yeah, I was there before I came. Before I met you, I was up there. And, you know, I rode up there with not a place to stay, not knowing where I was going. I just knew that I had to get up there because I had to do what I had to do. So I jumped on my bike. I threw a bunch of merch in the saddlebags. And I'm like, well, every T-shirt is another 180 miles that I can keep going, you know? So, so I ripped up there and hung out with Adam. And he's like, "Listen, man, I got this thing next weekend at my campground. I'd like you to come over and do that also." And I was like, "Let's go."
So where did you stay during Bikes, Blues, Barbecue?
So I got hooked up with Camp Easy Ride. They hooked me up on the farm up there. So the first night I got taken advantage of by a hotel owner because it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. I had no place to stay. Mm-hmm. And he charged me an outrageous amount of money, but whatever. I needed a place to stay. But then the next day, you know, we had our feelers out of where I could go, and actually those guys have hooked me up down here at Biketoberfest before. So it was kind of the thing, we already knew each other. I was like, "Sweet, you got me." He had 2 tents open, so I stayed up at the farm up there. It was awesome.
So the plan was for you to sing while you were at the K River campground the next weekend after Bikes, Blues, Barbecue, or?
Exactly. The plan was go up there and hang out and just, you know, kind of get to know each other a little bit more on like a, you know, one-on-one personal level. Just go up and have some fun. Throw an old school biker party, and that's what we did. It was awesome. And so once I got up there, that's when I ran into you.
But look, I feel like we were dancing around each other this whole time because I was in Sturgis.
Yeah.
I was at the Thunderdome. I know Adam tried to come say hi to me when I was there, but I got sick and I was just out for the rest of the weekend. And then you were at Bikes, Blues, Barbecue. I was there. I was at Adam's campground there at the Route 62 Motor Resort.
I didn't even know where that campground was. It was just like a thing. Like I rolled up like kind of unannounced. Like I'm coming. You know what I mean?
It's wild.
I just was like, I'm going up regardless. You know, gotta show up.
And then we finally ran into her at K River.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. And then she stole my bungee cords.
They were given to me, and you didn't claim them. So.
Stole my bungee cords, and then came down to Daytona. You wanted to come down to Daytona?
Well, yeah. So we were chatting, and you had asked me if I had ever been down here for, you know, Daytona, either the Bike Week or Biketoberfest, and I was like, no, but I've always wanted to go. It's been on my radar. It just hasn't happened yet, and You made it freaking happen for me.
Well,
you got the hookup.
Listen, all I know is that everything aligned there for us. You know
what I
mean? It all aligned there for us. We had to build some tents and we had to do some stuff, but it all worked out, you know.
Yeah.
And I was happy to bring you down here and show you. There's a good party down here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doghouse,
good people.
Doghouse hooked you up on the spot, be able to hook you up with that spot. Last minute was awesome. It's all good people.
So we hung out at the Camp Easy Ride, and I worked at the Doghouse and did my bikini bike washes while he was out gallivanting around.
Doing what I do.
What is going on behind the scenes while you're chasing your vision of being a musician? Mm-hmm. And really, you're not even chasing it. You're attracting it. Like, it's just coming your way.
It sure is.
So what is going on behind the scenes while you're working on building that life?
So what's going on behind the scenes? I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off and going everywhere I possibly can. And I'm legit jumping on that motorcycle and just going wherever I can, meeting people. I'll tell you, one of the coolest things that I did was get stickers made of my QR code, put it on the back of my phone, so I always have it with me. So I just go out and I do what I do. I talk to people and hang out and share my music off to them. I'm an entertainer. The debauchery rolls around me a little bit, and I just try to make people have fun. I know a lot of the bar owners around here also do the coleslaw wrestling. I mean, that's amazing. Yeah,
unfortunately I didn't get to see that. I was working.
So, yeah, that's a sight to see. This year is actually the 100-year anniversary for the Cabbage Patch. So
Cabbage Patch coleslaw MC here, y'all.
I'm not the MC. So there's a gentleman that MCs it, right? I'm basically just like the rodeo clown. I'm the dude that goes out and gets the girls to come in and wrestle from out in the crowd. So. And then at some point I get in my skivvies and belly flop into the cabbage.
When did you decide that you wanted music to be has this always been your dream?
I always loved music. I mean, I always loved entertaining too. I don't know, I just always found myself at the center of the party. This opportunity came up out of nowhere. I was scratching a lottery ticket the night before my I'm not gonna say how old I am, but the night before my birthday, before I started doing this, I was scratching a lottery ticket, and it was like a $50 ticket. I'm rubbing this, I'm like, I got pissed off. One of these days I'm gonna hit the lottery. And a buddy of mine was sitting across from me, and he's like, "You did hit the lottery, bro. Go to the studio." It had been on my mind for like 6 months already to get up there and just do it, but I was afraid. You get stuck in what you're doing.
But that was last year?
Yes,
before your birthday?
2 years ago.
2 years?
It was 2 years ago, this past Saturday. I just kind of made a pact to myself that I was going to go try this and put everything I had into it. No messing around. Everything I can possibly do to make this work and just throw it out into the universe that, I'm going to be a star. Mm-hmm. I am going to do this, And I had the right team around me. I had, Sean Sandman and my boy Ken and, Lucho and Bullet. And I had all these people around me that were just so positive about what I was doing because I was positive about what I was doing. And it just started rolling. It was fun. It was easy. And I don't know, I just keep putting that out to the universe that this is the next step. What do I need to do next? You know what I mean? And, it's just kind of a thing of I just look back at everything that's happened. That whole situation was I didn't do this for fame. I didn't do it for money. I didn't do it for any of that. What I did it for was so that 3 generations below me would be able to hear my voice. And I wouldn't be forgotten. This whole thing was just for my kids and my kids' kids and their kids. So I wouldn't be forgotten 3 generations. And I don't know, it's just been a wild journey, but what's going on right now? A lot is going on right now. I can't really talk too much about that, but there is going to be some really cool stuff that's coming really soon. We're working on rebranding everything right now. Social media is going to be starting to blow up a lot more. We got a team working on that. Just some amazing stuff that's going to be happening. There's going to be a lot of travel coming up, and there's going to be a lot of let's just say my so-called white trash millionaire debauchery is going to be happening. So, and that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to leave it at that. I have a couple more songs that are going to be coming out.
So as far as your music, for people that haven't heard you yet, How would you describe the style?
I call it my dirty soul music, because it's all stories of like my life and experiences I've been through. We have 2 more songs to finish up, and then we're gonna have the completed album, which will be called Bad Decisions, Smoking, Drinking, Telling Lies. And it's just about my life experience, women and marriages and children and breakups, riding Harleys with my bros and you know, just all of that, you know, smoking, drinking, telling lies, you know. And but there is full circle that comes to it. Dancing with the Devil's in there, you know. There's a full circle that comes with it, and I'm not going to spoil it, but when the whole album comes out, just listen to it from start to finish, and you'll get the story behind it.
So what is your favorite song that you've written so far? You write your own music, right?
I mean, I do. Yeah. I work with some writers also, Jessica Drake. I work with her. My boy JP, I work with him. Lucho has been an amazing producer. He's been like, I mean, legit, I don't know how he does it. Like, he's a genius. I get it in my head, and I try to tell him, I don't play an instrument, right? So for me, I can just like kind of see how the song's gonna go, like it's almost a music video. And so I just kind of throw these things at him, and he understands what I'm saying.
You're like the visionary and the lyrical artist.
And we just have like a theme to it, you know what I mean? That's just been falling into place, and it wasn't anything that we planned. It just started with one song, and then we were like, oh, well, now this one, and we'll do this one. But I mean, honestly, I love them all the same, and it's not just because they're mine or they're ours, but like, it's just because there's just a lot of soul and storytelling to them.
That is like what people really resonate with, is whenever it's your own story and it's authentic.
Exactly.
What I notice about people that I actually enjoy having in my life, authentic people. Right. Like, you're real. Like, you know, you're not putting on some show, having some type of image to pretend to be somebody you're not. Right. You're just you. Yeah. And it shines. So people are drawn to that.
Yeah, it's a little wild sometimes, you know. But no, like, it is who I am. You know, I ride motorcycles. I like to play music. I like to, you know, sing. I like to entertain. I like to just make sure everybody's good around us.
You do.
I just want to have fun, you know. Like, I just feel like there's so much crap going on in the world nowadays that I just want people to be able to have a place to just come and enjoy themselves.
Yeah.
You know. Leave all that shit behind, come in, fire one up, and fucking let's party.
So what has been the biggest challenge that you've been facing, either externally or internally?
I think the biggest challenge that we've been running into is just, well, the biggest challenge is having the people closest around you going, are you kidding me, man? What are you doing right now? That's the biggest challenge.
Yeah.
Is that the people that are closest to me don't believe I'm following through, or that there's stuff that I'm making up, or I'm storytelling. Like, this shit is happening. And I mean, if I could draw a map right now with a timeline on it of everything that's happened to make what's happening, like, you got to stand back and just go, this isn't even me anymore. Mm-hmm. I'm not even in control of this anymore. Mm-hmm. Like, it happens. Door opens. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. The biggest challenge, I think, is just trying to explain to the closest people around me that, like, there's a long-term vision here.
So essentially, like, the people closest to you that you thought would be your strongest supporters, maybe they think you're delusional.
Yeah, they definitely do. They think I'm delusional because it takes a while to get, you know, I mean, ask any musician that's out there, any entertainer that's out there. How many of them were starving, living in a van, you know, down by the river, you know, trying to make ends meet. And it's hard, you know, when you go from a career and you're set, and I'm older, you know what I mean? So I had a career path that I was going down.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, when I went on that motorcycle trip around the country, go 33 days on a motorcycle and go from Florida all the way out through Texas to Grand Canyon, and go, you know, all the way through Vegas, and go hit California Ocean, and then come back Utah and all over the place, you know, Colorado, and go all the way up to Massachusetts, you know what I mean? Like, and then back down, and then tell me that ride doesn't change your life. And it starts, like, really, It showed me what's really important in life. Paying bills are important. Absolutely. It is important. But it's also important to do what you actually love, because this is now, it's a passion of mine now. Like, it's not even a thing of like, there is no turning back. I'll share an experience with you that I had actually on the way before I met you. I was on TikTok, and there was a gentleman that I met on there named Bullfrog. I think you know exactly what I'm talking about because you actually helped me cut the video for it. You helped me edit it during Biketoberfest. And I met him online, not knowing the struggles that he was going through in life, and just happened to be rolling through Tulsa. And hey, guess where he is? He's in a hospital in Tulsa. I didn't know it. I got the address, and I go there, and I'm like, what? Wait, thought I had the wrong address. I found out that no, he was paralyzed, and he was, laying up in his bed, like super excited that I was actually coming through there. And I'm like, dude, I am nobody. Of course I'm going to stop by and see you. Like, dude, you're a cool dude. And like, you're right on, like, why wouldn't I stop in? Not knowing that the impact that I was having on him. He said some really cool stuff to me. I'm not going to get real into it right now, but it's very humbling to know that something that I was doing just for fun was actually out there changing people's lives, which was wild to me.
It's bizarre how much impact you can have on people and not even realize it. And I mean, I imagine that's got to be part of the drive. The reason why you keep going. Like, this isn't about you anymore. It's about people that you don't even know are relying on you.
I just want to enjoy the rest of my life. I have some good opportunities out there right now. There's no way that I'm going to stop doing what I'm doing. I think about Matthew McConaughey. One thing that he said, win, lose, draw, it doesn't matter, right? You can go all in with a project and lose, and that's okay. And you can go all in with a project and you can, break even, and that's fine. You can go all in and you can win, and that's fantastic. But at the end of the day, it's not about any of that. What it's about is 5 years from now, laying in your bed and saying, what if I would have? Like, did you give it your all? Because if you gave it your all and you lost, that's fine.
Yeah, no regrets.
No regrets. Lost a bunch of money, but my great, 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 great grandbabies are going to be able to hear my voice and see me on a TV. If we win, fantastic. There's no way that I could turn around right now and be okay with myself 10 years from now. There's no way. Too much stuff happening. I tell everybody now, I'm like, I don't even care. I tell my kids, everybody, I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if you're a CEO at a corporation making $250 million a year. I don't care. If it's not what you love doing and you feel trapped, change it, man.
Yeah.
Change it.
That's hard. So you're in sort of that regular job, that regular lifestyle where you go to work, you come home, you go to work, you come home, 9 to 5 type of thing.
Right.
And you're kind of just in that box. And then you stepped out of the box when you did the whole motorcycle trip. And that can be such a challenge for people to see the vision or even just like have the courage to step out of their box and do something different. And you had that courage that led you on this path.
I planned for that trip in like 5-6 days. One of my boys, he's like, I'll see you in a month. I'm like, where are you going? Prison, bro? What's going on with you, And he's like, no, I'm going to ride my motorcycle around the country. And I was like, shit, he's going to do my bucket list trip. We didn't even know each other that well then. Yeah. It was just the point of like, I know you, you're cool, we'll have a good time, let's go.
How did you ultimately decide to take that trip?
Well, it was 2:00 in the morning. I was drunk as hell at a bar, and I was like, "What? I'm gonna go on that motorcycle trip with you." And then the next day, I got a phone call, and he's like, "Were you just drunk talking that last night, or are you really going?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, there's no way. I have all this work I have to do," which is the excuse everybody gives themselves, is that I can't go do that because I have all this other stuff I need to do. But at the end of the day, I've been waiting to do that trip since I'm 18 years old. I wanted to do it with my dad. My dad had a major heart attack. He couldn't go on that trip ever. I waited for my uncle, my godfather, and we had planned it. He's like, yeah, plan it. 20 years later, I'm like, dude, are we ever doing this trip? I'm too old to do that trip now. So it was a thing of, if I don't do this now, I may never have this opportunity to do it again. Financially, I mean, I was set back. Bro even helped me out, man. He gave me a loan if I can go on that thing. We spent way more money than we should have. It was just the experience. It was like, it just didn't matter. What are we going to do?
It's about the journey.
It was completely about the journey. And we only had like 3 spots that we were going that we knew that we had to be, and we had to be back by a certain time because his daughter was graduating high school. My twins were graduating high school. We got literally back like, I don't know, 4.5 hours before I had to get on a plane and fly up to Pennsylvania to go watch my kids. So
that's wild.
Yeah, it was wild. I just thought if we don't do it now, when am I doing it again? I gotta go do this. I gotta go do this right now. And so I was so nervous the next day. I went into work and I'm like, oh man, this dude's gonna lose his mind on me when I tell him I'm gonna leave for a month. And it just so happened, he's like, hey, can I talk to you real quick? I said, yeah. He's like, dude, we are jammed. I'm gonna need you to slow down. And I was like, perfect. I will see you in a month. And he goes, what? You ain't going? I'm like, oh, I'm going. I'm going. I can't sell. I'm not making money. I love you. I will do whatever I need on the road. Hit me up. And he's like, what are you talking about? I was like, I will see you in 30 days.
It's like that ping.
Yep.
The universe has lines.
It's like, hey, here it is. Take that worry away. You know? And I feel like that's what's been happening the whole time ever since then. I get super stressed about situations, things that are coming up, and like, ugh, like this has to happen now. And then I just, look, there is a plan behind this thing.
Yeah.
It's not mine.
Absolutely.
It's not mine. So I've kind of gotten to the point where I'm like, settle, chill.
Just allow yourself to slow down and receive.
Yep, that's it. That's it. It really is.
But it's a completely different perspective, like what you mentioned earlier with the people you thought would be your biggest supporters, and they're not. They just don't understand because you're at a different point in your life where you have kind of woken up a little bit.
Yeah, there's no in my mindset right now, right? I guess that's the way to put it out there is like, yes, it's taking a little bit of time. Every plan is going to take time.
Yeah.
Whether you're starting a brand new business for yourself, you're not making money for 5 years. So along the way, I'm trying to like hold everything together, keep talking to people, keep doing what I have to do. I'm making little payments back. I have investors out there. And I'm trying to make sure the best that I can to my ability, but still be able to do what I have to do. And it's kind of hard to hold a full-time job down when you got all this stuff that you're trying to knock out. And then a week later, you're like, hey, listen, I need you in the studio for 4 days. And you're like, well, I got to work. It's hard to do that. So I've been trying to like float and just make it all happen right now and do the best that I can.
Well, there's a point in time when you can't hold both lifestyles. You've got to let one go so that you can go all in on your dream.
That's it. And that's basically where I'm at. I've taken a lot of things that I have in life and I've gotten rid of them. I'm trying to just crunch all my stuff down so I can just go do what I have to do and make the little bit of money that I need to make to just keep moving. So it's been stressful to try to balance all that. But like I said, these doors just keep opening around me. So when I need something, it's like, oh, by the way, I don't know what beliefs are or anything, but I know that at night I say thank you for putting everybody in front of me that you needed me to meet. I know that in the morning I say thank you and just keep putting everybody in front
Absolutely.
of me that you needed me. And by putting those things out there and religiously doing that, and also picking my head up and actually looking at the opportunities that are in front of me.
Yeah.
And going, oh, that's it.
Yeah.
You know, noticing like, that's it. This is a moment where this is going to happen now. Or not being afraid of it. Not like staring down.
Well, I'm going to pause you right there. I absolutely love that you said the word noticing and also thank you. Gratitude is what I talk about all the time. If you move with intention throughout your day and you practice gratitude consistently, you will receive more of those things that keep coming your way. Maybe you ask for it, but like when you just notice the things that you have already and you're speaking gratitude on it, it multiplies itself.
Yeah.
If you're just stuck in a negative mentality of, this is going wrong and this sucks, I can't achieve my dream because this is in my way. Instead of having that mindset, you focus on what you're grateful for. And that's whenever you actively notice like, hey, I would like these opportunities to come my way. I need this, or I would like this to happen. This is my dream. And you just put it out there and then you're able to notice those opportunities that come to you.
I'll tell you what, and I've been noticing a lot, looking back at this whole process of everything that's been happening. It's been amazing. Like I can look back and go, oh my gosh, I was so stressed there. And I kind of look at it like I was like an archer, pulling back and above. And you're like, oh, you're so stressed, you can't hold on anymore. Uh-huh. And the second that I hit that spot and I'm like, come on, man. Like, let's go. It's like, and it launches me like, whoop, right where you're supposed to be. And you're like, oh, wait.
So when you're talking about that moment of being so stressed out, in that moment, did you feel like quitting?
Oh, I did. But I knew I wasn't going to. Like, of course, who in their right mind would really like to live on the side of their motorcycle, right? But at the same point, that's what I'm doing right now to get to where I know the big picture is. Did I want to quit? Yeah. When I was riding 2,000 miles home with a brand new seat, I wanted to quit multiple times. I was like, screw it. I'm done. I'm a man. I've already rode around this country. I know that I can do this. I rode up there, rode around, and now I don't like this seat. So yeah, no, I wanted to quit. Lee said to me one day, he goes, yeah, it sucks. You know, we were going around the country. We were literally for 3 days driving like 55 miles an hour on our motorcycles, all packed out to go around the country. In this wind that was looked like we were doing turns at like 120 miles an hour, but we were doing 55 miles an hour, 8-hour stretches. I've had enough, dude. And he's like, yeah, you know what? Life sucks sometimes. Now suck it up, man. We got to do this trip. And so I just think about that simply. Yeah, life sucks sometimes. But then I think about all the good things. You hear stories of movie stars and musicians and NFL football players, you know. Everybody that knew they had their eye on the prize and they were willing to do whatever it took to get there. You're just fighting through your time right now. I feel just completely blessed, to be honest with you. I had to go from getting a divorce, moving down to Florida, losing everything when I got down here again, and then to start rebuilding that, have the opportunity to go on that motorcycle ride, stop in at that campground so that we could continue on our journey, experience everything, then come home and figure out that, oh, well, it's music now because we met these people that I didn't know I was riding next to give me the opportunity to make music, right? To then turn that music into something that is actually like, people are like, it's good. To then be able to take it out to Sturgis, to run into somebody who's like, hey, let me help you with that. And then there's some other things that happen also in Nashville on another little trip. Had I gone where I was supposed to go, I would have never went through Nashville, and some really cool shit happened in Nashville, and that's all I'm going to say. 11 o'clock in the morning on a Monday, walking up Broad Street, and an opportunity opens up for you. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, I'm all about this. So. And
the opportunity came about from you being you.
Yeah. Also, I got your name tattooed on my ass.
Hint. Stories to come.
Stories to come.
You've got a journey ahead of you, of course, but what's the biggest message you want to share with the people out there?
Don't fucking stop. If there's something that you want, and there's something out there that you're dreaming about, if you're not happy with what you're doing right now, if people are shutting you down and telling you can't, piss on them and just keep going. Because at the end of the day, you only get one ride on this cylinder, and man, just make it everything that you can. From day one, I said, how could I tell my children to go and chase their dreams if I'd be such a hypocrite not to go chase mine?
Exactly.
How do you lead by example if you don't lead by example?
Yeah, you got to practice what you preach.
That's it. So.
And you are doing it. You're doing the thing. There's been a lot trying to hold you back from doing it, but I see you pushing forward, and it makes me excited for you. I get butterflies in my stomach when you called me and told me what's going on the other night. Like, I'm feeling excited for you, and that is what the people in your life should be doing. You should be feeling that excitement and sharing it with them. And sometimes it doesn't happen. Sometimes you grow apart from people, unfortunately, and they just aren't your people anymore.
Yeah. I get so excited about things that I'm like, right? This is what I'm doing, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing that. And it's just because I'm so ADHD, and I just get so excited about what's actually happening. So that's one thing that I am personally working on right now, is that not to do like the diarrhea at people about what I'm doing, but to be more of, hey, how are you? It is a lot, and I can get very excited. And obviously you've been around me. I have quite the personality, so I come off as like a literally Miley Cyrus wrecking ball coming through a door.
I don't know. I get Tumblr vibes all day.
But no, it's just the thing that I am personally working on is to slow down, bro. Slow down. And I think that's one of the hardest things for me to work on right now is just to slow down and trust that this process is happening.
Absolutely. But don't ever let it dim your light.
Oh,
don't you be dimming nothing over there.
People tell me to slow down, I tell them to catch up. Be like, I am not slowing down. You need to hustle up. Get yourself a jazzy if you need to speed up a little bit. Yeah, I'm not stopping anytime soon.
Good. I'm excited for you, and I'll be right there with you.
I appreciate you.
You can call me anytime.
I appreciate you. Like my sister, People's paths cross for a reason. It's a blessing. It's a blessing that you stepped into my life, and I appreciate you here.
And the same for you. Like I absolutely believe the universe has intertwined us all together in this beautiful picture, and it's taken us all big, beautiful places.
Oh, absolutely.
I really value the time that you shared with me today, and I value that you're my friend, and I'm so grateful to have you in my life. Oh. And I cannot wait to see all the things that are about to come around the corner.
Is yet to
Stay tuned.
Coming to theaters. No, just kidding. We're not going to theaters. Not yet. Not unless I meet the Jackass crew. I'd like to meet them and just, run around and...
Hint.
Knoxville.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
Bye. I always knew this day would come. That I'd win this Mermaid Award. A couple people I'd like to thank real quick. I'd like to thank Lucho Rubino and Sean Salmon for actually finding me at a bar, drunk, jumping around, dancing. I'd also like to thank Ken, my homeboy, my helper, the one that helped me get this off the ground. Mother Bro Bullet for helping me out also to help me get the video out there. Ray, Gray Sky Studios, we got Fish Tank Records, we got Lee, Adam, everybody that's out there. My family, my friends, my supporters, my people on TikTok, my sister Kat, everybody, thank you. Without you, couldn't have this.